bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the NCHSAA and the North Carolina Athletic Directors Association.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. It is a road trip Thursday. How about that?
In the sky Thursday.
Leaving
Dallas Ice Apocalypse Thursday.
Oh, Jeremy getting ready to make the old trek down to Texas for the Shrine Bowl first, Senior Bowl second. So Frisco, Texas first, Mobile, Alabama next week, and there's going to be a whole lot of YouTube content for us to consume.
Yes, we will be in our house tonight. There will be a war room from there to discuss all the things, and there might be 2 full days where I can't leave the house.
Possibly. The winter storm Fern coming through once again.
I refuse to call it that. Stop naming storms. It's goofy.
She's a coming, and she's bringing ice to Dallas. She's bringing ice to Western North Carolina. If you live north of North Carolina, you might as well just live in Russia.
There
was a snowstorm in Russia. We discovered this morning. There was a snowstorm in Russia. It was the far eastern part of Russia, and it snowed 40 feet. 40 feet. Well, I mean, it was like 10 foot of snowfall, but the snow drifts were over the top of 4-story buildings.
Yeah, we had some.
It was insane. There were videos of people like going out their apartment windows on skis. That is some insanity.
I may or may not have made some poor decisions off balconies at good old West Virginia because we had some snow drifts that
I was going to say that was
aggressive.
Aggressive, sure. Like,
you ever jump off a
12
3rd-story
feet,
balcony
maybe?
and go, I hope there's not a car down there. Plow!
Look, living in Western North Carolina, the worst I ever saw was the blizzard of 93. And I got stuck in a snowdrift next to our house that was over my head. Of course, at the time, it was 93, and I was 2 foot tall. But
it's cute that he thinks he's not now.
hopefully everybody stays safe with the winter storm sweeping across most of the United States. Sunday, the plan is to be on the stream, on the YouTube stream for both of the games.
Yeah, we're going to do a fully interactive watch party for the AFC and NFC Championship game because I've pretty much already resolved Sunday. We're throwing food on the grill. We're drinking cold domestic lights. We're preparing for that'll be the almost the off day because that's when it's going to be really bad.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully we all have power to be able to do these things. Again, if you live in the terrestrial signal, the terrestrial reach of this radio station, News Radio 570 WWBNC, will have all of your updates. I'll be working over the weekend, making sure that everybody has all the information that they need through the power outages and such that are expected this weekend with the storm. But again, we hope to be together for the AFC Championship game, 3 o'clock on Sunday, Patriots and the Broncos, and then the NFC Championship game starting at 6:30 Rams against the Seahawks. All the other teams, they're thinking about plans for next year right now, and a lot of them doing the season-ending press conference of here's all of the things that we're looking forward to going into the offseason. And Terry Pagula, the owner of the Buffalo Bills, he got a little mouthy yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie. I did watch I watched the full Pagula interview after our show yesterday, and I did kind of feel like I turned into Ralph Wiggum. Stop! He's already dead.
Just wanted everybody to know that none of this is on Brandon Beane. All of this is on Sean McDermott and his dumbass coaches who could not figure this thing out. That's how that came off of. You ever hire somebody and immediately regretted when you did it? That was Terry Pagula.
And then you worked him for 9 years. Like, man, whatever he said in that meeting just really chapped your keister, didn't it?
100%.
And you know what? I have no problem with it. I have no issue with it whatsoever because I have railed on Sean McDermott for years.
Mm-hmm. Hanging all of the playoff failures on the coaching staff. I am still kind of baffled about how Beane just immediately gets all of the benefit of the doubt on this one. You know what? You've been so good. Let's make you president of the team.
Well, I mean, they went after Keon Coleman, too, who, you know what that told me? Keon, I hope you're renting, buddy. Because if you own your house, you should probably contact ClarissaSellsWNC.com. She's in Buffalo a lot. She can sell your house for you.
Was that how that was meant?
No doubt.
Because the
you
question...
don't take that bus and run it. Literally, that was a young tour bus. And all 18 wheels hit Keon Coleman at some point, which is hard to do.
I mean, the question was asked about Keon Coleman. It wasn't just like they went up there and it's like, oh, by the way, Keon Coleman, pack your bags, youngster. You're heading out of town. The question was asked about Keon Coleman and what the deal was with his use. You've talked about his lack of usage and his lack of effectiveness.
The funny thing to me is I've routinely said Keon Coleman's a clunky fit for what it is you're trying to do with Buffalo. And look, we're going to talk about the Shrine and Senior Bowl rosters today. We won't get through as much of the Senior as we do. We can get it through all the Shrine. Senior, going to be a little tougher. Mm-hmm. Way more dudes to talk about. There are fits. There are certain players that fit in certain situations. Keon Coleman always needed to be the 2 with a legit 1 because I need to catch number 2 coverage. He's not. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've got, Gabe Davis on the other side and the other litany of losers that we've had on that side. Mm-hmm. That's not conducive to Keon Coleman because he's not a super straight-line fast kid. He's going to play somewhere else. The funniest part to me was the one that should be catching the most shade there was Joe Brady. Joe Brady's the one that handled the offense. He was the one that couldn't manufacture his touches. Why is Sean McDermott catching all these strikes? Sean McDermott deserved practically everything he got. And Josh Allen can be in his whittle feelings all he wants to. You know how we say that? We're either going to go get your best good friend, Davis Webb, or we're going to go get your best good friend, Brian Daboll, and you'll be just fine. Mm-hmm. You enjoy Haley. She's probably missed you. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks. I think you'll be fine, Josh.
Right. No, but they were asked about it. Terry Pagula chimed in and said, look, that was not Brandon Beane's call. That was the coach's call.
And I've heard there's a clip somewhere of him talking about him at the Combine. So the reason, and I know a lot of people in the league, so I know how this would go. So in the war room itself, Brandon Beane may have had a receiver that he was higher on, that he wanted at 32. Because if you remember, Buffalo traded down from 31 to 33 with Carolina. Mm-hmm. They go to the second round. It could be that Brandon Beane wanted Xavier Worthy. I don't know. I don't know how it went in that room. Here's what I do know. If you said that way, we had one of those good old-fashioned draft disagreements where you really want him, I really want somebody else, and I acquiesce to you and go, your ass if you're wrong.
Yep. It's on you.
It's on you if you're wrong, and you were super wrong.
Yep.
And then just some things I've heard in the building. Sean McDermott, how do I put this? Sean McDermott decided to do his best impression of Baker Mayfield. I can say anything I want to say, and you're not going to do anything about it because I'm the most successful coach outside of Marv Levy in the history of this franchise. And so he started to swing himself around. And it really sat poorly with the Pagulas and Brandon Beane and a lot of other people. And they showed him. He fawed, and then he foed.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that was the case because I had heard it. And then I've heard some things that Sean McDermott has told people since he got fired by Buffalo. I'm not even going to interview with Arizona. I'm above that job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to interview with the Raiders. I'm above that job. Okay. You'll spend the rest of your life as a coordinator. Because people don't view you the way that you think they do. You're not viewed like John Harbaugh.
Right.
You're not viewed like Jim Harbaugh. You're not viewed like Mike Tomlin.
And he thinks,
I can make the argument. You're not even viewed like Kevin Stefanski.
but he thinks he should be because he's made the playoffs, 7 out of 9 years or whatever.
He is Trailer Park Tammy that thinks she's a 7 and she's a 4. Honey, you're a Trailer Park 7. Good for you. That's fine. You can live your whole life that way. You want to start playing in the big leagues? It's not going to go the same way.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just Sean McDermott thinks he's one thing, and he is not.
Mm-hmm.
You are an NFL 5. I mean, I hate to break this to you. You're about as charismatic as a wet fart. So it's just what you are. So you're not going to get these higher-level jobs. You're not Sean McVay. You don't look, act, talk, walk, anything like Sean McVay. You don't do it like John Harbaugh. You don't do it like Jim Harbaugh. You don't even Kyle Shanahan. I could do this for a while. Mm-hmm. And then you look at this young breed of coaches that we just got. Did you see the list of guys that are up for NFL Coach of the Year?
No.
Liam Cohen, first-time head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McDonald, second year as a head coach. Ben Johnson, first year as a head coach. And you know what Buffalo did? And I have this on good authority. They looked around and went, why can't we do that? Why can't we have a guy that we look at like Ben Johnson, like Liam Cohen? We're more attractive than Jacksonville. We're more attractive than Chicago was. Why can't we have that? Oh, because we're stuck with Aunt B and Paul's boy and Opie Taylor whistling down by the creek. And they went, why are we doing this? It's not like he's yielding anything. It's not like Sean McDermott has won one game. And I will challenge you. I've now said this. This is the third show I'll have said this on. I will challenge you to name me one game in Sean McDermott's history that any average coach would not have won with what he had.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a hint. It's really hard to find. Now, ask yourself this question. How many games has he lost that a good coach would have won? And Terry Pagula he's in his 70s, I think. I know his wife's younger, but I think he's in his 70s. He's in late 60s at the very least. And he's looking around going, I ain't got this much time.
Right.
You know, old Father Time, he's undefeated. I don't have time to play with you anymore, especially when you come in here and starts throwing your weight around like you're something special. Bro, you were born on second base and act like you hit a double.
Mm-hmm.
You have an elite quarterback in this league. We handed you an elite defense, and you haven't been able to keep it up. Everybody talks about Brandon Beane and how bad he is. If you listen to this show, you at least at some net root think I'm pretty smart when it comes to the NFL draft. He's drafted a lot of guys that I like too.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what happened? They went to Sean McDermott, and Sean McDermott very obviously had a role in drafting these guys because 9 years into the league, you do have some say into the groceries for the dinner you're cooking. And you didn't make any of them better. Name me the defensive player that went to Sean McDermott that you walk away from and go, he made him better.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Oliver was one of the best players in that class. You can forget he plays for Buffalo at times. Greg Rousseau was one of my favorite pass rushers. He's not a top 10 guy in this league. If you're this defensive savant, by the way, Pagula's 74. Snap judgments, good looking out. The wife is 56. Uh-huh. Yeah, she is. People say money don't buy happiness. I don't see a lot of tears on jet skis or in Ferraris. That's all I'm saying. It may not buy happiness, but it can rent the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And his daughter's what, like 20?
Ashley, the tennis player? Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah. Ashley, whose daughter is it? Sorry, I'm going down the rabbit hole of NFL owners' daughters. Which, by the way, you ever want to play that game? That's a fun way to wait out a snowstorm.
Maybe you can play that this weekend.
No
down
doubt.
In Dallas. There's a whole lot of this thought that all of this, the Terry Pagula stuff, the breakup with Sean McDermott, the Josh Allen getting all in his feels. It's like they're trying to put out this air of dissension and chaos within the Buffalo Bills organization right now, and I don't know that I agree with that, because I think at this point, okay, sure, you're in the middle of a head coaching search, but you've chosen a path, right? There's no chaos here.
Well, what caught people, you don't usually hear owners or GMs speak like this.
Right.
And you know what that tells me is it's how done they were with him. Mm-hmm. Think about what Robert Kraft said about Bill Belichick. What's the difference? You tell me how great of an owner Bob Kraft is. He ran over Bill Belichick with every tire of every vehicle he's ever owned in his life. Then he did the exact same thing with Gerard Mayo. So don't tell me NFL owners don't do this. They do. Mm-hmm. You may not listen to it, but they do. They do it in league circles all the time. You know why I was so confident that John Harbaugh – Steve Bisciotti just did it. Mm-hmm. They asked him if Tyler Luke makes that field goal, would John Harbaugh still employed? And his exact response was, for a week. He was done with him too. This is not untoward. There are several teams in the NFL. The New England Patriots were one. They fixed it, and now they're here. And all these other teams are looking at them going, man, they were in the same boat as us just a year ago. And now they're in the AFC Championship game because they went and got their guy. I think I'll do that too. And we talk about how bad the hiring cycle is, and it's not great, but there is a Davis Webb that people seem to believe a lot in. Mm-hmm. There's a Nate Schilhaas that people seem to believe a lot in. And there's a handful of others, Clint Kubiak. I'm going to go get one of those guys. I'm tired of looking at Opie Taylor here that does not look like an NFL coach. He doesn't talk like one.
No. It doesn't act like one.
No.
Late game situations, you look over to the sideline. Have you ever gone, man, Sean McDermott really looks like he's rallied the troops here, and everybody's got a good, I've never looked at him in that moment and went, that's a leader.
Sean McDermott is defensive Jason Garrett. That's all he is, because I never looked at you and said, you're the reason this is happening. And that is one of my – if I ever write a book, the name of it is going to be something to the effect of, just because it happens doesn't mean you did it. Mm-hmm. Just because you were the head coach of this team does not mean you led them to squat. Yeah. You have the best, second, or third best quarterback in the league. No matter how much anybody hates Josh Allen or thinks he can't win a big game, you still can't get him lower than 3. You never once won a playoff game that you shouldn't have won. You lost a lot of them that you shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. That is the biggest indictment on a coach. So, yeah, you got fired. And guess what? There's not that many people lining up to interview you. And I'm not surprised by that.
Yep.
I cannot tell you the last time I saw a coach that survived in this league for 9 years that just seemingly nobody wanted to talk to. Because this is what I've heard about him in league circles for years. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, if he walked in there with an attitude, I'm not shocked that they cut him off at the knees. Don't put this on us. We kept you here longer than we should have.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Buffalo Bills looking for a new head coach. We have other teams making hires as well. Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting a new offensive coordinator. Atlanta making a move in an offensive coordinator as well. We'll tell you all about those moves up next.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, nice.
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Alt 2K. A commercial-free look back to alternative from the 2000s.
It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the ride.
With Foo Fighters, Weezer, Linkin Park, Green Day, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and more.
Someone like you.
Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Alt 2K, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. Your moment. Ingalls, we're with you. every step of the way.
Whether you've got a dog in a fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Sportsocracy.
That is some good, clean family fun there, eh, Cott?
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. It's a road trip Thursday. Jeremy, getting ready to hit the friendly skies. Are you flying the friendly skies?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
It's a great way to travel. Just don't do Southwest.
Well, I got cute. I booked a standby first class ticket, which I had never done that before because I'm not really much of a first class guy. Mm-hmm. I'm a PJ guy. Mm-hmm. Like if it's not some dude's jet, I don't really care. Because I've done that a handful of times, and I'm so spoiled. Because you talk about
100%.
You talk about a BDE. You drive your car out on that tarmac and go, "There's the keys. Move it wherever you want to. I'll be back in a few days." You walk around like that guy in the locker room, like, "Yep, don't need pants. Yep. Want you to see it." You look me in the eyes. I want you to know where we stand.
You're crazy. Yeah.
But other than that, it's all kind of the same for me.
PJ.
Kind of a PJ guy.
I didn't know that was a...
Kind of a PJ. I'm going to make it a thing. I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if anybody else does it. PJ guy.
I'm going to call Mike right now. See, do y'all refer to it as your PJ? I'm going to go get the PJ and we're going to hop down to Tallahassee.
Yeah, you know who calls them that? People that don't own them. It's kind of like people that say Jaguar. Probably people that don't own them.
Jaguar.
I rented a Jaguar. Yeah, but you didn't buy one. Because you're saying that in kind of a summer's eve way that I'm not a fan of.
We got more coaching carousel turns. Down in Atlanta, Kevin Stefanski looks like he's bringing Tommy Reese with him. So, I mean, I guess that shows you good working relationship between the two. I don't know if you're in the front office in Atlanta and you looked at that and went, yeah, bring that Cleveland offense down here.
I think it's so funny. So I saw the announcement where they had announced Tommy Reese. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember which one of the big boys it was, but it was one of them that said Cleveland was 31st in total offense, 30th in total yards. And I'm like, yeah, but you're leaving a big part of that out. Tommy Reese could be Bill Walsh and they would have broke 25.
Right.
So, okay, if Stefanski's comfortable with it, and look, a lot of people around the industry really like Tommy Reese.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was a guy that Saban was hot on for a long time.
Right, he came from Notre Dame, right?
He was quarterback at Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's bounced around. He's been a coordinator in some places. He's interviewed for some head coaching jobs. Everything I've ever heard, he's a really bright guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, if Stefanski's comfortable with him, let it roll. I'm fine with it. I mean, Kevin Stefanski's going to have a hand in this because I would wager he went into that building and said, look, I tried to do it my way in Cleveland. They brought me a quarterback that didn't fit me at all. And then when they tapped out on that, they brought me 2 more quarterbacks that didn't fit me at all. And I didn't particularly care for either one of them. But Andrew Berry got hot for them, and then they fired me because I couldn't make it work. I can make it work with Michael Penix. Because I'll be honest with you, I think he fits Kevin Stefanski better than Deshaun Watson or Shador or any of those guys ever did. And he's looking at Bijan going, that's my Huckleberry right there. And I can make it work with Tyler Algier, and you bring me Kyle Pitts back because I can turn Kyle Pitts into David Njoku 2.0. And I got Drake London. Mm-hmm. I need another receiver. Mm-hmm. The defense, I kept Jeff Ulbrich. And you give me a year, and I'll bet you he's sitting in his house right now going, I cannot wait to see Baker Mayfield. I'm going to knock his head clean off his shoulders. I bet he called James Pierce and said, when you see 6, you kill 6.
Oh, yeah.
You hit him so hard you feel bad about it.
He'll be glad to.
I want you to scrape him off the field with a shovel.
He's sitting at home thinking, I got 5 years. My quarterback has 1. Because I have to imagine that was part of this discussion of this kid's got a year. This kid's got 1 year, and if he's not good, we're out.
Oh, I hate to break this to you. If you're a fan of a mediocre half-ass quarterback, they all have 1 year. Because every person I've talked to, I do a ton of prep in this week. My phone rings constantly the week before the Senior Bowl. I have heard more NFL teams than you could count say next year's quarterback class because they can't all fail. And nobody came out this year. None of them have a choice next year. So it's just going to be a bonanza. This is going to be like the Victoria's Secret fashion show. If you can't find one here, you can't find one anywhere. Coffee's for closers, bro.
Right.
All you need is your cup. I've heard that a lot. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm looking at Penix. I'm looking at Bryce Young. I'm looking at C.J. Stroud. You better bring it next year. Because if you don't, this year, I don't have any choices.
Right.
Because Fernando's at 1. I have to say this because I've yet to actually come out and say this. This Lamar Jackson thing to the Raiders is getting so unbelievably loud.
Really?
And for me, as a Jets fan, you would think I'd be going, yay! And what I'm actually doing is, no! Because that means you won't have 1. I don't think Baltimore would take Fernando Mendoza, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Then he falls to 2, and I'm so happy to play quarterback in the NFL. It's so much fun to play quarterback. Don't you like playing quarterback? Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I don't want that in the New York media.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my head, I'm thinking of the first time the New York Post looks around and goes, what the hell is wrong with you?
Is this the guy?
What? Why does he talk like that?
Wow. I didn't expect that. I thought that was all just smoke.
Oh, no. It's gotten unbelievably. Because what we're all doing behind closed doors now are, what have you heard?
Mm-hmm.
And we share notes and go, oh, my God, we don't even talk to the same people. Where is this coming from? And look, do I think it's going to happen? No. But there have been multiple times that there have been rumors where you went, that doesn't make any sense. And you kind of glossed over it. And then the league year opened and, It's almost never to the team you think it's going to be.
Right.
So when these rumors happen, and right now it's Lamar to the Raiders. That's not the one. And so it winds up being the Jets or I'm trying to think of a quarterback needy team. The Jets, the Cardinals, one of those teams jumps up and gives an offer because they heard it, and then they call Baltimore.
Right.
Which also leads to the question of who wants you to know this? It's coming out of every league circle. Who do you think's putting it out there? It's Ravens. One of 2 people. It's either the Ravens or it's Lamar's people.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them can facilitate this if they really want to.
That would be absolutely insane to put that out there. The other hire in the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have an offensive coordinator after missing out on Mike McDaniel. Now you get Zach Robinson. And honestly, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm not excited about it, but I'm fine with it because he brings that McVay system. So it's still keeping Baker in the system that he's been accustomed to for the last 4 years. It's just now you got somebody, hopefully, that can call plays rather than Louis Grizzard. I'm never not going to call him that.
You surprised me with how rational you were about this. Because I saw the hire last night, and I almost sent you a text of, how you feeling right now? Because I thought it was going to be way different.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to walk in here and say, we asked the prom queen to prom. She said no, and we immediately flexed to our cousin.
But that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
The talk all around the Tampa fan circles this morning when I woke up was, why are we settling, quote unquote, for this guy? This is what you have to do when you got a lame duck head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Bowles has one more 7-9 season where they kind of look good sometimes and then they just collapse at the end, or if they have that mid-season thing, he may not even make it through the whole season. I mean, I know that franchise doesn't normally do that, but exceptions can be made if you wear out your welcome. Todd Bowles is on the hottest seat in the NFL, in my mind. If it's not one, it's definitely in the top 3 going into next year. And what coordinator wants to sign up for that? I mean, unless you have that discussion of, hey, if Todd doesn't do good this year, will you keep me around? Like, I know there have been kind of backdoor deals like that been made in the past, so maybe, but I doubt it. They definitely wouldn't do it for Zach Robinson.
The 3 that immediately came to mind were Zach Taylor, Aaron Glenn, and Todd Bowles.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first 3 that came to my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what order I would put them in, but I would tend to agree with you. I laughed when I heard Tampa Bay say, we're going to get Mike McDaniel. No, you're not, because he's going to have any option he wants. He's going to get offered head coaching jobs. Why would he tie himself to a lame duck head coach? And then I'll be honest with you, I think Zach Robinson's better than what I would have thought you would have gotten.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, he can run the ball. Obviously, showed that he can get the running back a ball. So Bucky Irving,
Boosie had to see this and go, let's go.
No doubt.
I like this a lot better,
right,
than Josh Grizzard.
He runs a lot of play action, and I mean, Baker's good. Baker's good at a play action.
Mm-hmm.
So
Baker's one of those quarterbacks that you have to cater the offense to, not cater him to the offense.
Absolutely. I think this could work well.
For
a year.
We have a question in the YouTube chat that I do. How many picks do you think it would take to get Lamar? Because I have a number in my head.
I would say it would take. I would say at least 3 ones if you're just doing ones.
Too high.
Really? Is it 2?
I would say it's 2 ones. You're 1 in 26. They're really going to look to 20. Everybody's going to look to 27 because 27 may be the best draft class we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are 7 blue chippers in that class, and more could add themselves to that list.
Yeah.
I would say it's a 26 one, it's a 27 one, and then there's a conditional pick in there. It starts as a 3. If he gets you to the playoffs twice, it becomes a 2. If he takes you to the Super Bowl, it becomes 1. That's where I think that would go. Because you got to remember, you still got to pay him.
Yeah.
So it's still a ton of money.
Right.
He's also been hurt a lot. So, and I'll be honest with you, if I'm Baltimore and I see that and go, that probably opens up a lot in this coaching search, and I have the best GM in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's give him more toys because that team's getting really expensive.
Yeah.
Baltimore every year has 3 or 4 guys that need big boy deals. And it also tells me a lot. Something that I never learned to appreciate until the Sauce Gardner trade. Look at how a contract is stacked. It will tell you a lot. If a team signs a guy and 2 years later they can get out of that deal for virtually nothing, they did that on purpose.
Absolutely.
Because they knew we have to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
This contract took forever to sign. And they built themselves an out. Well, we're in the out. They can get out of Lamar for virtually nothing. I mean, I think it's $25-something million.
Wow.
In dead cap total.
Yeah.
That's insane. So the opposite team is going to inherit a lot of money that they're going to be on the hook for. But that cranks up the draft compensation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll put it this way. What is universally looked at as one of the 3 best corners in the NFL got 2 ones. Lamar will get more than that.
Absolutely. That's why I said 3 ones, and then if that's too high, then I need like 3 day 2 picks.
Well, that's why.
Along with 2 ones.
So what I said about Sauce, that comes with a big comma of universally people around the league are railing on the Packers and railing on the Colts for giving up so much to get players that didn't do what they wanted them to do. and the Packers made the playoffs, but you were a speed bump. And the Colts, did they win a game after they traded for Sauce? Was it? I think it was one.
One or two.
That didn't end well.
Right.
So always watch when a trade like that happens. If it really works, don't be shocked if more teams do it.
Mm-hmm.
When it really fails, like Sauce did in Indianapolis, teams will get really stingy with draft picks.
Yeah. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
A winter storm watch will be in effect from Saturday afternoon through Monday afternoon. We may wind up with 1 to 3 inches of snow and sleet, but of greater concern, the potential for a half inch to an inch of ice. As far as this afternoon clearing, a high near 51, then clouds move in overnight with a low 31. And then tomorrow we'll see periods of rain with a high of 45. We change to snow, sleet, and freezing rain Saturday with a high of 33. Mainly freezing rain on Sunday with a high in the mid to upper 30s. I'm Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. I want to tell you about my new pastime, Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has been around for over a decade, delivering the most fun you can have online. Play social casino-style games for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
You set off on a journey of self-development. You practice patience in mountain monasteries. You discovered discipline running across the driest deserts and found your focus beneath the surface of frozen lakes. All while squashed into someone's armpit on the train. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover well-being titles on Audible.
The free iHeartRadio app is the #1 app for radio.
And the one thing you won't have to worry about this year, the price going up.
That's because the app is and always has been free.
Get what millions already have.
The free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
I'm Naheem Hines. I support the Muscular Dystrophy Association because they help my mom and kids like Ethan.
Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before.
Join us and learn more at mda.org today.
Hey, it's Mark Starling from First News on 570, and it looks like western North Carolina is going to get some sort of impact from Winter Storm Fern, forecast to hit our area sometime on Saturday. Keep your radio set at 570 AM, and if you listen on the iHeartRadio app, lock us in that #1 preset spot. When severe weather happens, WWNC will be here.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA Choice and Prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
What are you people? On dope?
And we're back in the Sportsocracy. Welcome into a road trip Thursday.
I hate
Mother Nature's
planes.
not playing nice.
I hate planes.
Yeah.
We have now run into an issue that, our flight's now been delayed 4 hours. There's an ice storm coming to Dallas, right? So if we got to get there by a certain time, or we have a problem.
Yes. Mother Nature.
Hey,
She does
tell
her
them your
thing.
plans. They'll laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't ask. And that storm system starting to build, or I guess gain some steam, however that works. As we head into the weekend, locally it's going to mess with travel and things. We expect a bunch of power outages as the snow of the storm is continually pushing northward of North Carolina, and then we get stuck with the ice on the back end. So that means we're going to have a whole lot of travel issues. We're going to have a whole lot of power outages probably. News Radio 570 WWNC. Make that your source for information throughout the storm. We will be on hand as usual when you need us most. Jeremy, do we have any other jobs that are closing soon? Do we have any rumors out there that we're close to filling these jobs that are still open?
I mean, there are a lot of rumors. The question is, are any of them accurate? Because we are just in the throes of lying season. So, I mean, I don't have one off the top of my head.
Okay.
The Jonathan Gannon thing seems, to me, it feels like it's either Dallas or Green Bay. He's meeting with Green Bay for the next 2 days, and that lends me to believe that Green Bay is kind of nestled on him of, we're not letting him leave the building.
Mm-hmm. Brandon Ayuk, not shocking. He's not coming back to the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think we actually needed John Lynch to take the podium to say that he's played his last snap for us. I think you did that when you voided the guarantees in his contract. I mean, I would have done the same thing, but surely we knew that this was going to come to an end. The other part of the press conference that's getting a lot of attention from yesterday is their injury issues. There's a conspiracy theory out there that there's an electrical substation next to the practice field, and so it's the electrical substation that's messing with like the equilibriums of all of the San Francisco 49ers players, and they're all getting hurt more than anybody else because nuclear radiation. I mean, I don't know. It's not nuclear, so I mean, if you were living next to 3 Mile Island, maybe I would say, okay, well, the nuclear radiation could eat the ligaments in your knees faster than it does in any other place, and that's why the ACLs are popping. Where does this come from? And how does a story like this get legs?
Because people love conspiracy theories. Also, there's a good number of people in this world that are kind of stupid, and they believe a lot of things. I've literally heard no less than 3, because this has gotten really hot on like TikTok, and I've heard no less than 3 professors that they know what they're talking about. Go, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard somebody say.
John Lewis is like, anything's possible. We can look into it, I guess. Wasn't aware that static electricity caused more hamstring pulls. It's a very, very strange conspiracy theory.
It's bizarre. It is bizarre.
It's very, very bizarre. As we go into the weekend, tomorrow we're planning on a Football Friday full preview of the AFC and NFC championship games. Planning the live stream as well, the watch along, regardless of where we end up, whether I'm here at the station or whether I'm at home. We'll be joining in with Flostradamus to follow along and live stream the game. So you want to be sure that you are signed up, subscribed, following us on the YouTubes.
Well, at this point, it's looking less and less likely like I'm not going to be here. So,
oh no, don't tell me.
I mean,
snowstorm comes through.
So
what are you going to do?
We're currently sitting at a flight that leaves at 8:10. Well, it can't leave in the morning. That doesn't work.
Yeah, because the storm's going to be there by then, right?
So you start running out. You start running real thin on solutions. Somebody said that sounds like a Parks Ford mobile studio. Do you know how long it takes to get to Dallas? If we left right now, we might make it by in the morning. Maybe. I think it's a 15-hour drive, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna look it up right now because
I believe
I'm
it's a
just curious.
15-hour drive. So unless somebody wants to just drive us into an ice storm while we just sleep it off.
14 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a hell of a drive.
It's also like 1,000 miles, too.
Can't do that.
Nah. I could do that.
Oh, could do that.
Not gonna.
Well, everybody say a prayer. Hopefully things will pan out so the trip does not get completely upended before it takes place. So as we're going into the championship weekend, as we're getting closer and closer to the honors banquet before the Super Bowl, Christian McCaffrey, he's up for the MVP award. Why is Christian McCaffrey the number one headline of that story?
I have absolutely no idea.
Christian McCaffrey and 4 quarterbacks are finalists for the MVP award. Well, we know who it's not going to go to.
Yeah, there's a better chance of it being Yosemite Sam than of it being Christian McCaffrey.
Right. So, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Matthew Stafford. I still contend you give it to Matthew Stafford. Is the end of the season that bad for Stafford that if you were close on him and Drake May? Because I didn't think Drake May was special at the end of the season either.
Drake was pretty special. For me,
would you say special or steady? I mean, he was fine. I just don't.
I mean, it helps when your running game goes absolutely bonkers.
Sure it does.
So I mean, I think that hurts you statistically, but I never looked at Drake May and had a game like I saw with Matthew Stafford in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if it were me, it would be May would be my 1, Stafford would be my 2. I'm not 100% sure any of the 3 that are nominated would have been my 3.
I don't know that I could have got to Trevor, but now that I look at it, I think he's the 3.
He might have been. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have a good one that I'm going, whoa, what happened to Sam Darnold? Now, I don't really have that. I mean, I'd like to say that, but I can't with a straight face.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's 2-horse race. I think it's funny when they announce 5 guys. Because if you look at every single award they put names out for, there's one name that you go, that's dumb. That's a dumb thing you said.
Mm-hmm.
Head coach, you got Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Mike McDaniel, Mike Vrabel, and Kyle Shanahan. Well, you don't have to tell me which one's 5 because I already know.
Because
the other 4 lapped him long ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think I'm on Ben Johnson for that one. I think I would go Ben 1, Vrabel 2, Cohen 3. McDonald 4, and they're all so close to me that I wish I had 3 different trophies to give out.
There's really not a solution there where you could have said any of those 4, and I would have just shrugged my shoulders and gone, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Because I think you're giving it to Ben somewhat selfishly.
It has nothing to do with that. If anybody had won the NFC North with Caleb Williams,
does it not resonate
like
with you that all 3 teams in the NFC North were disappointing?
No, it really
does to me.
It really doesn't do much for me, or much to put a taint on that win, because that's how far back I had Chicago anyway. Got to give all the credit to Mike McDaniel for what's happened up there in Seattle. Liam in Jacksonville, I mean, that's just been out of nowhere. When that was announced, I can remember thinking, well, good for Liam. He snowed him. And he didn't.
No,
he didn't. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good at this thing, at least in the first year. And then you got Mike Vrabel. He's been here before, but I kind of expected the turnaround. Like, I expected Mike Vrabel leading the New England Patriots to be good. I didn't expect that out of the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Bears.
I think that's where I'm at with Liam Cohen, is it was so much better than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So much better than I thought it would be. That it's just, I mean, it's bonkers.
Yeah.
So I think I would have probably gone Liam Cohen, but Mike McDaniel's been better than I thought. I expected Seattle to be good. I expected New England to be good.
Yep.
So I'm really good with any of them. Then you get assistant coach of the year. You know, Josh McDaniels, he deserves a lot of credit. Clint Kubiak probably would be my choice. Vance Joseph, the defense has been really good. Vic Fangio, nah, I don't love it, but I get it. And then we get to Brian Flores, and I go, we needed 5, didn't we?
That was the only one
we
you
like
could
nice
get
round
to.
numbers, didn't we? You couldn't just stop at 4.
Who didn't lose their job? Oh, that guy.
Oh, we haven't talked about Brian Flores re-signing with Minnesota either. Did you see that? That came down late last night.
Yes, I did see that. But
Did that surprise you in any
way? I
way?
didn't feel any certain way about it.
I didn't either. Well, I did, because I went, oh, so you interviewed for all these jobs, and you figured out pretty quick, I'm not getting any of them.
Right.
I mean, that's the only reason you would re-sign with Minnesota before any of those jobs are announced, because you know you're not going to get them.
Right.
I feel like Brian Flores has gotten to that point that teams want to hire him, and they don't feel like they can. Because you're still him and John Gruden, you have both had issues with the league on 2 very different strains, but you're both suing the league. You're not getting back in as long as you're doing that.
Yep.
If Ziggy Wilf wants to take it and be the guy that employs the guy that's suing the league, okay. Being the face of your franchise, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah. I don't care that it was only just a few games. I'm still a little rankled. Phillip Rivers did not get a nod for comeback player of the year.
So,
if you need 5, he should have been 5.
Who are the 5?
At least just mention it.
I haven't seen that one.
It's Trevor Lawrence.
That one makes sense.
It's Christian McCaffrey, because he was hurt last year.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Well, I mean, he missed 4 games this year. Stephon Diggs, returning from the ACL.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson, returning from his injury. That's a good one.
That's the winner.
And then Dak Prescott.
Aiden Hutchinson wins that one in a walk.
I think it's Trevor.
But Trevor wasn't hurt.
I don't care. I don't care about that.
And again, with comeback, you have to have started somewhere, gotten worse, and then come back from. You've just not been very good the entire time you've been in the league. What are you coming back from? Your junior year at Clemson?
I mean, that's a fair point as well. All right. I'll give you the nod on that one. That was pretty good. Defensive player of the year, you know who it's going to be.
Myles Garrett.
It's Myles Garrett. It's not close.
Honestly, don't even put anybody else on that slide. It's Myles Garrett. We don't need to waste the words of anybody else.
They did, though. They went, here's Myles Garrett. Also nominated Will Anderson Jr., Nick Benito, and Micah Parsons.
The 3 of you combined will not have as many points as Myles Garrett has in that voting.
Right. Offensive player of the year, you got Drake May and Christian McCaffrey are up for it, but also Puka, Bijan, and JSN.
See, I think Drake May has no chance of winning that one. Christian McCaffrey, to me, has no chance of winning that one. It's the other 3.
Defensive rookie of the year, Abdul Carter, Nick Emanwari, James Pierce, Carson Schlesinger, and Xavier Watts.
I could see any of them winning it.
I believe it
I
would
think
be
it'll
Pierce.
be Schlesinger, but
my vote would be Pierce.
It would be mine too, because he plays a more influential position. But Emanwari was really good.
Yes, he was.
And Schlesinger was really good.
Your offensive rookie of the year, the Pro Football Writers already named Tetero McMillan as their rookie of the year. Their rookie of the year, their offensive rookie of the year as well. Offensive Rookie of the Year has Tetero McMillan, Jackson Dart, Emeka Ibuka, Travion Henderson, and Tyler Shuck.
Shuck's more competitive for that than you think.
I think
The
Tetero
question is,
ends
did
up
he play enough games?
Right. I think Tetero ends up getting it because of the games played. Like everybody else, either didn't play enough to win the award, played fine, but didn't play enough to win the award, or there were too many dips in the season to be able to take home that trophy. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Before Jeremy hits the road, though, we got to get you set for the 2 All-Star games. Coming up next, we'll go down the Shrine Bowl rosters. Who should we be watching out for Jeremy to talk about on the old trip? And Senior Bowl coming up in the 3rd hour. Stick around.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
A winter storm watch will be in effect from Saturday afternoon through Monday afternoon. We may wind up with 1 to 3 inches of snow and sleet, but of greater concern, the potential for a ½ inch to an inch of ice. As far as this afternoon, clearing, a high near 51, then clouds move in overnight with a low 31, and then tomorrow we'll see periods of rain with a high of 45. We change to snow, sleet, and freezing rain Saturday with a high of 33, mainly freezing rain on Sunday with a high in the mid to upper 30s. I'm Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by
Bojangles. It's always bow time.
It's bow time. Hurry into Bojangles for 2 scratch-made sizzling sausage biscuits for just $4. 1 bite and you'll want breakfast for dinner. Good thing we serve savory sausage biscuits all day. But this 2 for $4 deal won't last forever. It's bow time.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI. Just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-408-4040. That's 800-408-4040.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup layup. Count it in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow 3-0 but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels.
At Ingalls Weather, we're celebrating
ESPN
Friday Night
Asheville.
Rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park. It's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville.